Are you thinking about maybe relocating or retiring to the Low Country, Bluffton, South Carolina in particular, and you're looking for a 55+ community? Well, everybody's heard of Del Webb Sun City. But today, I am going to cover a very unique new expansion project they're doing called East Argent. I think it sets them apart from the rest of the community because this is like 12,000 homes. It can be very overwhelming for people. But this East Argent, very self-contained, incredible world-class amenities, and that's what we're gonna visit today. So stay tuned, especially for the end. We're gonna tour a couple of the model homes, and they are gorgeous. And just to give you a sense of the entire Sun City community, this is the entire complex. Here down encompasses about 12,000 homes, which can be a little overwhelming, but the part I'm going to talk about today is right up in here, East Argent. They're doing a 1,500 home expansion. There's probably about 200, just over 200 homes built right now. So we're going to check that out today. Okay, before I continue on, I want you to see how centrally located Sun City Argent is to all sorts of fun day trips that you can take. Okay, looking at my map, you can see that Old Town Bluffton with its eclectic art galleries is just 20 minutes south. Historic Beaufort with the downtown waterfront is about 30 minutes east. And you've got Hilton Head with its pristine white beaches about 45 minutes southeast. Then you've got iconic Savannah, Georgia, which is about 50 minutes south. And then you've got Jacksonville to the south, about 2.5-hour drive, and Charleston about 1.5 hours north, both offering great shopping, dining, and entertainment options. Okay, on with the tour. I am coming up on the gatekeeper, which this gate is manned 7/24. And I do want to mention, I just turned off Argent Boulevard to get in here, which is a very busy road. And one thing they've just completed is this flyover bridge, and it's only for golf carts, bikers, and walkers to allow the residents to get to all the other amenities at the other sections of Sun City. So a great safety feature. As you drive in, the first section of homes on the right are what they call the duet models. I was going to do this outside, but it was so dang windy you could not hear me. These models are going to be your most budget friendly, starting at about $350,000 and going up from there. And now continuing down the road, I do want to point out there's a lot of sidewalks, so very walkable neighborhood. And a lot of these homes are going to be backed with lagoons or wooded, just to give you a little more privacy. So there's a lot of options to choose from here. And these single family homes are going to start at approximately $450,000 and go up from there. As I mentioned earlier, there's going to be a total of about 1,500 homes in this new complex. And the heartbeat is the $50,000 amenities complex. There's surely no shortage of things to do here. And what's nice about it is it's all self-contained in this one section of Sun City. You don't have to travel all over the complex to enjoy some fine amenities. There's going to be a resort-style pool, fully equipped with the cabanas for shade, an outdoor amphitheater for concerts and movie nights under the stars, a 2-story fitness club that's going to feature indoor pickleball and tennis courts, and an indoor swimming pool and full-service spa. On the second floor of this complex, there's going to be an indoor track all the way around, as well as cardio equipment, including treadmills, bikes, and elliptical machines. It's also going to be a fitness room with weights and personal training, if that's your thing, and group classes like yoga and spin. And this is the woodworking shop. This is one of the amenities you're not going to find over in the new section. So you'll have to tootle on your golf cart or drive on over here to appreciate all the woodworking that goes on in here. And the funny thing is, I have clients that literally the only reason they bought in Sun City was because he was so into woodworking and had to have this shop. And now he's here all the time. And take a look at this dog park. I've seen a lot of dog parks in my days, never seen one this big. Those dogs are having a heyday running out there. They got plenty of romping room. Okay, their more popular models called the Palmieri. Let's go check it out. Okay, before we go in, I just want to point something out that definitely differentiates new construction. This siding is what we call hardy plank. Super durable. All you have to do is pressure wash it once a year. It does not rot. Another option you're going to see in some of these 55 plus communities is vinyl siding. Now there's all different types of qualities of vinyl siding, some better than others, but I will say I've seen where people put their gas grill against it and next thing you know, it melts. So hardy plank, definitely the way to go, and all these homes are built with this construction. All right, coming in, let me just say, this particular model comes in a 2 to 4 bedroom flavor. And I'll take you on a tour and explain as we go. So coming in the front door, you immediately have a full-size bath. Walk-in shower. Immediately to the left, you've got a guest bedroom. This one right now is obviously being used to show their quality craftsmanship. And then we'll continue down the hallway. Most all their homes do come with a bonus room that is typically a study or an office. Nice double French doors. I want to point out the flooring, luxury vinyl, very easy to maintain. And while I'm here, I'm just going to point out the garage. Everybody wants a big garage. We've got a nice double car garage here, plenty of room. Just in the hallway across from the bonus room, we've got what I would call a mud room. Put your coats, your shoes, etc. And then a decent sized laundry. The utility sink is always very convenient to have. Now continuing in on to the main living area, I want to point out, you can get this model with or without the upstairs. That kind of differentiates whether you're getting a 2 or a 4 bedroom. We'll take a tour up there in a minute. But how about this open floor plan? You've got this massive island. I love a big island, great for cooking and entertaining all in one. And across from the island, you've got even more counter space to work with and plenty of cabinets. Cabinets up and down all the way around. I love the gray backsplash. This is something a little unique. Typically you see the white subway tiles, but here they gave it a little pop of color with the gray, kind of to blend in with this really pretty countertops. I think these are quartz. And the big farmer sink, which everybody loves. And if all these cabinets aren't enough storage, lo and behold, we have this big walk-in pantry. I wish I had one of these in my house. And I just want to point out, because I don't know if you can get a perspective of how large this room is. I mean, we've got a 8-seater tabletop here. I honestly think you could fit 2 more chairs, not to mention all the bar seating over there. So lots of room for entertaining and enjoying parties with friends and family. And then with the open floor plan, you have this very large living space. You can chill, watch a game. It blends with the rest of the flow of the house with the kitchen and the dining room right there. And I do want to point out, these ceilings are very tall, which I like. They got to be at least 9.5, if not 10 feet tall. And another great feature are these baseboards. These are very nice tall boys. Just gives an extra pizzazz to the house overall and its overall quality. And you'll notice throughout this house there's plenty of storage. This is a great little closet right here. Now what I love about this primary suite, the ceilings, the coffered ceilings with the white beams, it really gives a sharp look to the room. Also, another feature upgrade I want to point out is all the shiplap right here on the walls. In this bedroom, it spans all the way around on all 4 walls, but typically you only put it on 1 wall for an accent piece. And in my opinion, that's kind of the way I like it. I think this is a little overboard, but to each his own. Again, I want to point out natural lighting throughout the house with the large windows in the primary. This master bath is very well presented. You've got a very large walk-in shower, double sinks for his and hers. Again, a very good sized closet that actually circles around even further. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, this floor plan comes with or without the second story. I'm going to show you this because it is very large. Coming upstairs, you have a huge storage closet. Then you've got this large seating area. This would be great if you have kids and grandkids and you just put everybody upstairs and let them entertain themselves up here. Plenty of room. And continuing down the hall here upstairs, you've got a full bath, very nicely presented. Again, more storage closets. And then you've got a decent sized room here. So again, this house comes with or without the upstairs. It's your choice. Now we're going to take a look at another popular model here. It's called the Prestige. Let's check it out. Okay, one thing you'll notice and what I like about these homes are right when you enter, you can literally see straight through the house, typically to large windows or glass doors, out to the entertainment area, patio area, greenery, or some of these have nice lagoon views or wooded views. There's always something aesthetically pleasing out the back. All right, so let's check out this first bedroom here. Guest room here, just as you come in. This guest bedroom has ample room. This is probably a queen size bed. I like they even include molding around the top of the ceiling in the guest rooms. And for a guest bedroom, it's got a very large bathroom, I would say. And even the closet itself is very large. You could even use it for your second wardrobe because when guests come, they're typically not going to bring that much stuff. I would hope not anyways. And coming down the hallway, I do want to point out, these are very wide hallways. So you can fit plenty of large furniture through this corridor. And here we have the typical study bonus office, however you'd like to use it. Directly across, we've got the powder room, and then the little mud room for coats, jackets, shoes, and the laundry. Laundry is a very good size. You've got a lot of cabinetry for storage, and, well, it's locked. This is the laundry chute for the master bedroom. It's kind of cool. You just throw them through the closet right here. How about this kitchen and open floor plan? If you're like me, I love to entertain, and you kind of like to see everybody all together. So this is it. You've got this huge island, very cool farmer's sink, gas stove, gas range to cook on, and plenty of cabinetry. Not to mention, very good sized pantry over here for extra storage. And one thing I want to point out, you'll notice with these floor plans, you're not going to have a separate formal dining room, but most people don't even use them anymore. You've got ample space for eating here. What I really like about this is on days when you've got great weather, you can just open this wide open. You've got your screen porch right there to keep the bugs out, and you can enjoy the outdoors indoors. As I mentioned again, you've got this open floor plan here where the living space blends right into the kitchen. And then one of the highlights, this gorgeous patio. This is one of the larger ones I've seen in here. Incredible outdoor entertaining. You've also got your fire pit out there. You can set up a little grill, a little kitchenette, and you are all set, good to go for outdoor barbecues. Again, coming into the primary bedroom, very similar to the model I was just in. They've put shiplap all the way around. But again, I prefer one accent wall. I think that's really all you need. Now, you're gonna love this bathroom. Oh my gosh, if you're a shower person, they've got you covered here. Take a look at this massive walk-in, zero entry shower. Again, you got your his and her dual sinks, and it's all about a very large primary closet. And here's that secret hatch that was locked earlier that you just throw your dirty laundry through. Kind of summing it up, I'm out here kind of on a regular basis with clients, meeting with the developers reps, which I have a very good relationship with. And I'm also on their weekly newsletter, and they're always providing me with these quick early move-ins for like this is for April and May. And I don't know, you probably can't see it, but they're always having price reductions. So if you want to get in the know, I'd be happy to include you on the newsletter. Just let me know, reach out again anytime. I'm happy to help with anything real estate in the Low Country. Thanks for watching.